You're listening to Chum Chat Podcast.
Hello, welcome back to Chum Chat episode 4. Today I've got a good friend from University of Portsmouth, big up Uni of Pompey, James Douglas. How are you, mate?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm very well.
Good man. It's been a while.
It has been 2 years, two blurry coronavirus
Yeah,
years.
big time. And graduated this year technically, but
technically, yeah.
Did you go to the graduation?
Yes, I did. It was good. It was a nice little reunion with everyone else.
Yeah, everyone who went said it was like better that it was a year after.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't seen everyone in so
Yeah,
long.
it was nice to just see people catch up.
Yeah, exactly.
But you didn't go because...
I didn't go. No, I was away, so I literally just couldn't get back.
Yeah.
From Italy, so...
That's fair enough.
You know, I couldn't complain. I was in a nice place, so...
Yeah, exactly. Very good country.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got your grades in the end, so it's all
Did, yeah,
nice.
just about. And you?
Yeah. Not too happy with it, but
No.
Whatever, we move.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
But do you want to do like a little brief on you?
Yeah, so I'm James, I'm from Bridgend, Wales, I'm representing Bridgend here, and I've got my own business. I've lived in Italy for a bit and I'm currently living at home, just focusing on the business really.
Nice.
That's pretty much it.
I can relate quite a lot to that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just like doing a similar thing. I feel like we're on similar paths.
Yeah, exactly.
Do our own thing.
Definitely.
But nice. So when did you go to Italy? Straight after uni?
Yeah, so obviously, so there was lockdown and then I went back to uni for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then pretty much straight after uni, so my best mate was out there living with a family. And he basically recommended me to them and said, why don't you just do it? And I was like, I don't have any plans after uni, so why not? And I don't regret it at all. It was amazing.
Okay,
really good.
Italian family?
Yeah, so I was living with an Italian family who had 2 kids and I was like teaching them English, so au pairing.
Okay.
The parents both spoke English, which made it easier for me because I had no Italian language skills when I went out there. But yeah, picking up the language was really good and being able to experience the culture was amazing. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Had you been to Italy before that? Or?
No, I hadn't. So that was my debut.
That was a good first experience.
100%. And then I went back then, so I did 3 months originally.
Yeah.
And then I went back the beginning of this year to stay with the same family.
For another 3 months?
Yeah.
Wow, so 6 months in total?
Yeah, so 6 months in the last 12 months been in Italy.
And it was in Turin, right?
It was. So it is in a little town called Rivoli, but it was easy city link to Turin.
Nice. So you got to explore the city as well?
Yeah, really nice city. Loved it.
I guess, like in Italy, you don't really need to know Italian fluent to get into
No.
teaching.
Well, I think in fairness, in most of Europe, everyone knows English, which we're quite a lazy culture. We just expect everyone to speak it, but they do, which is really... I did try and learn it though. I did lessons out there and learned a lot from the family, so I can speak un poco.
Nice. Wicked, man. So tell us about Prefixate, your business.
Okay, so Prefixate is a social media marketing agency. We essentially do management for clients. So we target small to medium enterprises. And we essentially take over their accounts and run them to help them achieve their goals through social media.
Like every social media account sort of thing.
So we work with a range of industries, which I like because it gives me a knowledge of a load of different industries for sure. And yeah,
So what made you get into like getting your own business? Is that something you've always wanted to do?
No, so it was actually living in Italy which motivated me to do it, because when I went out there, the dad is an entrepreneur and he's got his own business and he's got a lot going on, so he essentially like unloaded all this information onto me. And when I went out there, I didn't know what I wanted to do because I did geography in uni. It was through clearing, so I didn't originally want to do geography. And so I went out to Italy to essentially give myself a buffer of time to figure out what I wanted to do. And then he like put me on this pathway of learning about social media and all of this stuff. And then it was actually a boy from uni, Josh, shout out Josh, who who was like, okay, I've got a business idea, why don't you run with it? And then it went from there.
Okay. Well, he came up with a plan for you.
Yeah, so Josh, who's got his own business, and he had this other idea, and he was like, well, I've got too much going on.
Yeah.
Why don't you? It's just the pieces sort of fell together.
That's nice. That's generous.
Yeah, really, really good of him, and he's sort of been advising me through the early stages. Yeah, so no, it's been a really good journey so far. Yeah, for sure.
So when was it founded originally?
So it's actually coming up a year.
Oh, nice.
It was the 26th of November, and I don't know how I know this, but it was the 26th of November. We had the phone call. Me and Josh had the phone call that he was like, "This is it." So the actual name was a lot after. Prefixate. Yeah. The name came after, but in terms of the business itself, it was November. So
I signed up when it was launched, I think.
You did, yeah. So yeah, we've already done a sort of mini Q&A, wasn't it, where I was interviewing you. So it's quite it's quite weird, but yeah. So you signed up then. The sort of the business structure has changed a little bit since then, but I love it.
I found it. I don't know if it's changed, but I found it like before it was kind of similar to LinkedIn sort of thing. Is that right? You can connect with others.
So that was originally what we went for, was like a community of people.
Yeah.
And it's still a community, but we focus more on creating connections with clients and a very like transparent way of doing things, whereby we're always in communication with each other, because it makes for a better experience for the both of us. Clients get what they want because they can contact me at any time, and vice versa.
Okay.
So yeah.
You got any plans for the anniversary?
Not yet. No, I don't. A little happy birthday post, I suppose.
So you always remember when you first launched it. Like, I remember when I first did this, and obviously Ruvolo Brothers.
Of course, yeah.
With my brother on YouTube. You always remember that first day.
Go on you. Because it's exciting when you first start something like this, and it's still exciting now.
It's nice to see when you're at a year mark to see how what you've progressed in, and what else you want to get done in the next year.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
I can't believe it's almost been a year already. I mean, technically it launched in January, but the fact that it was a year ago, I was in Italy and starting the journey, I suppose it's quite crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I love that. Have you ever, like, before moving out to Italy, was there something that your mind was focused on, like job-wise, or?
Genuinely no, because throughout the whole of uni, I was like, I'm loving this. I love geography. I like the uni experience, but I sort of knew I didn't really want to get just a job afterwards. But I honestly just didn't know what it was going to be. So no, I didn't have any preconceptions.
Okay, it's similar. Yeah, again, it's similar to me. Still kind of similar now, obviously.
What did you do at uni?
I did journalism.
Okay.
So it kind of relates to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
But I did journalism with media studies, so it kind of is quite relevant. But I didn't really enjoy my course that much.
Did you make friends on the course?
Yeah. People were amazing. I mean, that's the main part of uni, isn't it? Just meeting the people.
Oh, uni was an unreal experience.
It is honestly one of the best experiences, because you just grow as a person, and you meet so many people from different backgrounds, and you just get so many ideas, and it's just nice. Yeah,
I feel super lucky that for me personally, I feel like I had the perfect uni experience. Like, the people I met, the things I did, the course itself was great, and I didn't even want to do it. So I really felt like, and obviously I met you,
of course,
and I met a lot of people who I still am in contact with now.
The first week we would have met, wouldn't it?
First day.
Was it the first day?
Yeah. Burrell House. Shout out Burrell House.
Shout out Burrell House, of course.
Everyone who knows.
Fourth floor.
Yeah, got me that.
Third floor was where it was at with the...
technically I was third floor starting, and then I moved up to fourth. But
you had a room down there?
Yeah, I was on third, and then I moved because my sink was blocked.
Oh, brilliant!
So Burrell House was broken in many ways, but the community,
we called it a prison. Everyone was like,
big time. But first day, everyone went out, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
It was just met everyone on the first day. It was like literally everyone in the building, because there was only like 100 of us.
Yeah.
But just everyone was like, yeah, why not?
Looking back on it, I feel like a little kid.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's mad.
That's like 4 years ago. In fact, I posted recently on my thing like the 4-year anniversary, and I looked in the picture really like, oh no, because the like prospect of meeting new people is scary, man.
Was that the picture of the ball? Was it the ball, Freshers ball? When we were all
oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was good. We'd known each other like 2 weeks then, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Because I borrowed your jacket. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Because you had your little
the blue one.
Yeah.
That's sick.
But yeah, no, uni was class.
Yeah, that's like one of the best things. We all bonded like within a day.
Yeah.
And you just knew who your boys were going to be, and it was sick.
I'd advise anyone who's like considering uni but isn't sure just to go, because the things you learn, not only to get the qualification but
and to go away from home, I think
exactly
is really, really important.
It is,
if you can. Obviously some people, they might
it's
need
not
to
always
stay at home
possible
for some reason, but to go away and have that experience,
if you've got the opportunity to, 100%, because you get to like fend for yourself. You get to live on your own. You fully,
and you do progress. Trust me. The meals I was making in first year.
I know. It was purely microwave.
It's just laziness, though.
Yeah.
It was just pure.
It was, because the drinking, and then you didn't want to.
And the waking up late.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it definitely adapted over time. I'm glad.
Even first year to third year, the difference in meal prep was just. It was there. Besides obviously meeting the guy that you met with that had his own business, what motivates you now to keep it going?
What motivates me generally is just to accomplish something that I'm proud of. That may not be outrageous, but it's something that I can be proud of and that I can say I achieved something. Also, I think being able to sustain myself without being locked down to one location is something I've always liked the prospect of. I think that's my favourite thing about having a business is that I can work from anywhere.
You can do things at your own accord as well if you want.
Exactly, precisely. You can work around your own schedule, and so I think what motivates me is just achieving something and using my time wisely. I'm a big advocate of trying to make the most of every day. I don't like to waste time, so that's what I try and I try and preach it a little bit on my socials, just like motivation stuff, like keep going, don't give up, and that sort of stuff, because I truly believe it. Like, if you want to achieve something, just go and get it. Like, there isn't endless time, so use it while you got it.
Don't be afraid of mistakes. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but that is such an important one.
You learn, you grow from mistakes.
It's about learning. You never stop learning.
No,
never. No matter what age you are, where you are, you never stop learning. Are you someone that would like beat yourself up like in a day if you've not done a lot? You feel a bit.
I think so, because I've always been quite hard on myself when it comes to sports, and now I've because that's fully on me. There's nothing else influencing it, and so it is the same with the business, where it's like every aspect is on me. And so if I have like demotivation days or I don't achieve much in a day, it can get like, why am I doing this, and that sort of thing. And that is where I try and preach the importance of refresh yourself, go again, because it's more rewarding than it. There is a reason I'm doing it. There's a reason I want to keep going, and so I just keep reminding myself that
you're gonna hit them walls all the time.
100%.
Them walls.
Very solid wall.
It is very, very smooth. But I'm the same with this. With YouTube, like, you have your ups and downs. Obviously, my brother moved away to London recently, so I've been slowing down on that. And it's just sad to see, like, when you're doing less, it's like,
things move, don't it? And you've got to adapt, I suppose, because nothing will stay the same, and it won't always be as you expect. So
we're starting to like find a way around it. We're gonna do like more vlogs now.
Okay, that's
so obviously we're in different destinations, but we can still do like a video together. Definitely. Film his day. But with the podcast as well, sometimes if I go away for a bit, I feel like, I haven't uploaded in a while. And you just need to get that out there.
No, it does get like that, but as I say, it's all about manifesting, I suppose. Like, if you're just like...
You're quite big on the manifestation.
I like to set long-term goals, and so I do like to manifest it, but I think I'm really bad at short-term goals. That's like one of my biggest criticisms.
Yeah, you always look ahead to the big ones.
It's almost like this is what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
But it's far in the future, and I almost don't plan the route to it.
Yeah, I think minor ones are really important.
Yeah, well, 100%. And this is like, I've said this on my Instagram, like, it's the short-term goals that you have to set, because you need to know how you're going to achieve something. But that is something I need to improve on, because I sort of go, okay, I want to achieve this, but I'll see what happens. Do you know what I mean? And it's not good, because I need to know how to get there. Otherwise, it's like you're just going to see what happens, and it may never happen. So, I do need to improve my short-term goals for sure.
Yeah. Me too. But as for the future, what does Prefixate hold?
So, the future, it holds, for me...
endless possibilities.
Absolutely. Well, this is the great thing about a business, is that it could... You know, the idea is to grow it and to keep growing it, and to have it at a point where it's passive income. That would always be the end goal, to have passive income and to have people working within the business. And so it's just about working at it day to day and really striving to achieve that.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Just going back to like moving away as well.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, I've gone away for a month by myself before.
Okay.
Obviously nothing compared to 6 months, that's quite a long time, but just 1 month alone doing something by yourself, I think is really like important.
Yeah.
I think you just learn so much about yourself. Like, I did it this summer after first year.
Okay.
When I went to Costa Rica.
Oh yeah.
And I worked with turtles doing volunteering.
Oh man,
it was so random. Like I wasn't interested in, I wasn't an animal lover or anything. But I saw this and I was like, that seems rewarding, and I was like, let me do it. And I loved like the Spanish language, so I was like, Costa Rica, Spanish. And I went there for a month, and I came back. Honestly, I just felt like refreshed.
I think the saying travel broadens the mind is such a cliche, but it's so true.
And I think alone though is really like...
Yeah, I've never really done it alone, because even when I was in Italy, I was living with people.
Yeah.
There were days that I'd be on my own and that sort of thing, no, I've never travelled fully on my own, so I respect that. Was that the first time you'd ever travelled alone?
Yeah.
Costa Rica's quite a stretch.
And it was really fun. Yeah. I mean, I got homesick and everything.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. Like, I met so many different people from different countries as well. And before, I was a bit, insecure and closed-minded with who I wanted to interact with. Because, I'd only been... College wasn't a great experience for me. I didn't really socialise that much. I didn't really like it. Secondary school, obviously, I had my friendship group. So then going into first year of uni, I still had that mentality of like, I should be friends with just like these people. It was just a really stubborn way. Very like certain type of people. Not that I didn't, there wasn't anything wrong with them. I was just like, these are my boys. These are my people that I want to be friends with. That's just who I am. But then when I travelled and met people that are completely different to me and my friends, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, be friends with everyone.
Yeah,
like, talk to everyone. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So then second year of uni for me was when it just went. It went like, I mean, I enjoyed first year with the freshers and everything, but I was very closed-minded, a bit insecure. And then second year I was just boom, and I think travelling alone really, really helped me.
That's good. Yeah, and I think like I sort of went on that same trajectory. Because I didn't join like a society until third year. And I think that was one of the best things. I joined like multiple societies, threw myself into football, futsal, like everything that I could do to meet new people. And in the end, it's them connections that I made that have led to this as well. So it is just about putting yourself out of your comfort zone as well, because meeting new people is scary. At the beginning of uni, everyone's in the same position. That's what you've got to realise.
Intimidating,
and then keep putting yourself in those situations, and you realise people are nice. Like people are...
and they're just like you in some aspects. You know, they've all got their ambitions and goals. And I think that's one key thing as well. All like helping each other is so important. Like what we're doing now. I mean, it's easy to get jealous of others and things like that, especially with social media.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole showing off of everything and all the time. Yeah. But I think helping like small businesses, your mates, is so important.
100%. Yeah, and I think like just touching on the social media bit very quickly, because obviously I work on social media, but the whole sort of concept for me was not using or not being used by social media, but using it. Yeah. So, you know, I think the majority of people know when they're using social media, they're basically a shop window for these big companies to advertise them and whatever. But I wanted to like earn from social media.
Show people the way to use it for a positive way for themselves. Yeah.
Precisely. So now I'm like gaining from social media as opposed to just like being a consumer, you know.
Yeah. Because it can be a toxic place. I mean, I think every episode on here we've spoken about how toxic social media can be. Yeah. But it's something that always comes up in every conversation now.
And that's the thing, but it can be, and that's why you just gotta, I suppose, flip it on its head and try and, because, you know, people are also using it for good. Yeah. And you've just got to find those people and the whole like showing off and stuff. Yeah. Is sort of the current generation with influencers and stuff. It's like that is what it's about, but I don't think consumers realize until they're too deep that actually it can make you really consider what you're doing and maybe for the negative. So yeah.
Nice. I did a poll on my Instagram story. I got some questions in for you.
Okay.
So the first one is, how do you handle ups and downs in cash flow?
Wow, that's a big question, but yeah, I mean, that is a big one, and I'll tell you that like my parents at first were worried for me when I said I was going to start a business.
Naturally, parents get worried about it.
Yeah, and it was for this reason that they were like, well, where are you going to make money from? Yeah. And I tried to reassure them that I have no idea. It is though. It was like, you know what? It's a risk, I know, but I'm confident in my own ability to, you know, strive to achieve something and do it. And I knew more than my parents didn't know much about like the depths of social media. Of course, like not many do, but now with cash flow, it does vary. It is the way it works. Like, you can have really good months and you have really bad months, but once again with the like manifestation and stuff, you've just got to keep your motivation there and know that if it can happen once, if you can have a really good month, you know it can happen again. And if you've got one client, then you can have 10 clients. Do you know what I mean? There is a market for it, and there is people out there who need that help and whatever. So I think it's just about not being too, don't think about it too deeply. And also I'd say like I am also in a very lucky situation though, that whilst I'm growing my business, I am living at home. And so cash flow, it's not, you know, life or death for me. I'm if I don't earn so much in a month, I'm not going without a home. So I am quite lucky in that sense. But it's fun.
Touching on the motivation side of things, have you seen Squid Game?
I have, yeah.
Did you like it?
I did like it.
I love it.
I actually wrote an article about it.
Oh yeah, I haven't read that yet, but I saw. Yeah, I'll give that a read.
It's crazy the impact it's had on like markets
and it's amazing. By the way, I'm not trying not to spoil anything, but like the acting as well.
Oh, it's crazy.
Phenomenal. It's I ain't even gonna try. Phenomenal. Like, it's not everyone's. You know, like the concept is mad. Yeah. Like, it's crazy, which is cool, but the acting is just really good.
I think for me, like it's the first show I've watched that is fully in subtitles.
Really?
And that sort of gives it its own credit, because I normally avoid the shows purely because I'm like, I don't want to be reading the subtitles all the time. But with this, it was just like it didn't even matter.
So it was kind of opened your mind up to like
I think it's opened a lot of people's mind to even just in terms of career, like the potential with film in Korea. So yeah, it's opened up big markets, and it's coming up Halloween in it, so they've done it at the perfect time. Like released it leading up to Halloween. I imagine everyone's gonna have them outfits.
Yeah, I mean, I was dressed up as the front man with the black mask.
Yeah,
I was dressed up as him for Comic-Con.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, people loved it.
Yeah, I bet.
It was fun just to walk around with that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But the guy that plays I think he plays a man from Pakistan.
Got you, yeah.
I'm not sure of the actor's name, but I read a story about him. He's from India, and he decided to move to South Korea to become an actor. And I think it was ages. Like, he did loads of different jobs, and it took him years to get like a big break.
Yeah.
And this was his big break.
That's
and
sick.
I think this was like quite a few of the actors' big break.
Yeah.
And it was really it was just inspiring. He'd stuck with it, and he'd obviously gone through a hard time, I think, as well, like living wise. But he just kept going, and then finally you get that big break.
Exactly. You just got to keep motivation. Like, different people are motivated in different ways, and you've just got to find what that is that's going to keep motivating you and helping you strive to achieve. Like, but no, even with the main girl in that as well. Yeah. She went from like a couple of thousand, a couple of 100,000 followers to like 18 million or something in the time that. It was just like crazy.
It really blew up. Yeah. One of the actors posted, "Thanks for making me a millionaire." Did you see that?
No.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been the main guy. The one that
of course,
the story most. One of them was just like, "Thanks for making me a millionaire." I love it because it's like humble beginnings and things like that. It's really nice. Got another question.
Okay.
What is your favourite thing about having your own business?
As I say, my favourite thing is just being able to travel, because it was made when I was in Italy. Then I came back. Then I lived in Wales. I lived in Bath. I lived in Italy again. So it's just being able to adapt my lifestyle or change where I live, but always be able to do my work.
You're quite big on travelling as well.
Yeah, I love it, and I'm actually planning to go back out to Italy next year and live again.
Same place?
No, not with a family. Oh, sorry, same place, touring, but with a mate instead.
Oh, wicked!
So a bit more independence.
Yeah, for short term or long term or.
Like 6 months is the plan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wicked, man. I'll come visit you.
Yeah, definitely.
Come down to Sicily as well in the summer.
For sure. I went to Sicily with geography.
Was it Catania? The volcano, isn't it?
Yeah. Mount Etna.
Yeah. Sick.
Are you near there? Are you?
My dad's from Milazzo, and my mum's side is near there as well. Mm-hmm. It's like, do you know where Messina is? It's like just on the north bit. It's literally like 2-hour drive, I think. Yeah. From where you were. Yeah. Wicked, man.
It's sparse, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was good with going with geography, because we had someone driving us everywhere.
Oh, sick.
I can't drive, so I can't imagine what it would be like going on my own.
What time of year did you go?
It was. I can't remember actually. I don't remember. I think it was like May time.
Oh, that's nice. I think.
Yeah.
Any time's nice, but I've only ever been in the summer.
Oh, really?
But my dad says like every month there is nice. Yeah. September, actually, I went September this year rather than July, August, and that was nice because it's less tourists, so it's a bit quieter, but the weather's still like 28, 30. It's just so nice. But yeah, come down, come see, come meet the family.
I went to Sardinia, in fact, recently as well.
Oh, nice.
Have you been?
No, never.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Lots to see.
The food.
Yeah.
Nice.
The food everywhere in Italy is great, though.
Yeah. To be fair. I've got to get my nonna to make some.
Oh, definitely.
Some pasta or something. Same question? No, same person. What have you learnt from starting your own business?
Oh, everything. Like, as I say, I learnt so much from the Italian father who taught me everything. Yeah. And then I started doing.
Did he like sit you down and like?
It was purely because he's one of the busiest guys I've ever met. But I got to see him in his downtime, and so I got these like absolute golden nuggets of information, because it was like we would just be sitting eating
And
drinking wine. Exactly. So I felt like I needed a notepad and pen every time I spoke to him, because it was like, whoa, he's like really opening my mind to things. So
did you tell him like how you felt like with these guys? Were you like, thank you sort of thing?
I think more so the second time round. I was sort of in awe of him when I first I first went there, but so I've learned pretty much everything so far, because I've had to do everything to do with the business, the finances, the admin, the recruitment, all of this. So it's so rewarding, because every day is something different.
Wicked.
For sure.
Do you think he's someone that you're gonna go back to visit as well?
100%. Yeah, that family, 100%.
Yeah,
they live near Turin. I'm going to live in Turin, so we'll definitely visit. And the whole, they live in like a gated community, and everyone there is so nice and so friendly. And
is it a village, you say, or is it a town?
I think it's a town. Rivoli is a town.
Wicked, man.
But really nice.
Nice. So you want to move to Italy for 6 months with your mate?
Yeah.
And then have you got even more plans for the future, like other countries that you want to visit?
I mean, my goal is to travel to as many countries as I possibly can.
Honestly, me too. That's been since I was a kid. I was like, I want to go to every country there is on the world.
I know it is. I want to go to every continent at the very least, you know. And if I could hit 100 countries in my life, it would be sick, because I'm only on like 15 or something now, which I feel privileged enough to have that count already. But because my dad loves traveling, so he took us to Scandinavia when we were younger, so I love that. But no, I just want to go to every continent.
When I was in Scotland for a month, I was working there at a seafood cabin.
Oh right.
I met someone that had travelled like loads of places, India, like a lot of Asia and stuff, and he said, when you're young, go to all of the, you know, the far away places, the exotic ones that take a lot of effort and energy, and then when you get older, that's when you want to do like your city breaks, because
that's true
in Europe and things like that, like your weekends away. Just like now, if you've got the funds for it, try and do like the, I don't know, Mount Everest or whatever you want to do, like Australia, the safaris, all of that stuff.
Indonesia and all of them I really want to do. My sister did like Bali, Indonesia,
Bali,
Australia, and it's like, I know a lot of people have done that sort of route, and it's just crazy. And because I've never been outside of Europe, I just have this vision of these continents being like a different world.
Yeah, and they are. They really, well, I've only been to Costa Rica outside of Europe, but when like being there for a month and then coming home, just like everything you see in your everyday, you're really grateful for almost, because there it's a beautiful, like, it's a really peaceful country. I think it was voted like #1 most peaceful country one year as well. They don't have an army.
No way.
Yeah, they literally don't. And I think Panama or something, or Nicaragua, accidentally went into their country. By accident, because they thought it was another country one time, and they were like, we can't fight you, we don't have an army, and they were like, okay, fine. So it goes to show having no army is probably the better option.
We won't defend ourselves, so
probably leave us alone. And they're like, oh, okay. But coming back here, just like seeing, like, it's weird, but like buses and just loads of like city things, I was like, I didn't really miss it.
No.
At all.
No. That's
in fact, when I came back, I was like, I missed Costa Rica. But when I was seeing it, I was like, wow, I live in like a really modern place.
Yeah, I suppose so. And it does really open your eyes, doesn't it? When you see these other places, you're like, I suppose, how other people live. Like, there's so many different scenarios you can be in. And it sort of makes you feel lucky, I suppose. Because is Costa Rica like a poor country?
I think so, yeah. And there's a lot of, you know, rich American white men, gringos is what they call them, that go out there and you know, build like massive mansions on the hills and stuff, and don't really do much to the community. But I'm sure there are some people that help out. But luckily they didn't call me a gringo, so I was happy with that.
So do you have many plans for travel then? I know you said you want
to go everywhere. Similar to you, I want to go everywhere. But after getting that advice from that guy, I do want to do like the big ones.
Yeah.
Because I've only really done, apart from I've only really done like little getaways.
Yeah.
Done a lot of Italy, obviously, because of my family.
Of course.
But yeah, now I want to go to Australia, Canada. I want to go over, mate. Yeah.
Definitely, it's got to be done.
Yeah. Even like the New Yorks and the LA, just to.
That's it.
To get them.
It's like London on steroids.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine it,
London
because
on steroids,
because the buildings and everything are crazy. I remember being in Canary Wharf recently, and even that I was in awe of like how big the buildings were and everything, and that. And I know in America it's like a scale above, so I definitely want to experience it once in my life, for sure.
Yeah. And LA is nice as well. It's not just. It's different. It's not just the whole big. Like my brother's been to LA. And it's nice, especially like when it's nice weather there.
Mm-hmm.
Palm Springs.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Apparently, though, it's like one of the most depressing places in the world.
Really?
Yeah, because like there's such a big. There's a lot of rich people and there's a lot of poor people.
I was gonna say there's like that expectation almost.
And I think. Some people go there and things don't go their way or something. And it can just be really like a depressing place to be or something.
I suppose it's a really harsh environment, because if you make it, you make it, and if you don't, you're sort of you're right down the bottom of the pecking order type thing. There's no mid ground. So
it's not somewhere I'd want to live, but I definitely want to visit.
Yeah, for sure.
Wicked, man. But if there's anyone out there that would want to start their own business, or is even maybe in the process of doing it, what sort of advice would you give to them?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I would say, one, just go for it, because it's so important. If you really want to start a business, don't worry about the risk. Especially, I feel lucky again that I'm in this stage of my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty comfortable with home life and this sort of thing. But yeah, my advice would just be to strive for it and put your time and effort into it, and really believe in the process and what you're doing. Trust what you're doing and go for it.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of mistakes as well.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Just make all the mistakes and you'll grow as a person, and you will become eventually what you want to be.
Yeah.
So
wicked nice. Go for it, guys. Do what you want. But yeah, thank you for coming on, mate.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we'll do some more collaborations in the future.
For sure.
In fact, we will. We will do more.
No doubt.
Follow Prefixate on Instagram. Get involved.
Prefixate _. James Doug _ also.
Oh yes.
Be good.
The founder himself.
Are we gonna play the game?
Oh, he wants to play the game. We've got to play the game.
I want to play the game.
Yeah. Wrong answers only. Let's go.
It's Italian edition.
Italian
Is
edition.
that what we're gonna go for?
Yeah, we can go for the Italian edition.
Okay.
You know the rules?
Wrong answers only.
Yeah. Just don't answer with the right answer.
Okay.
And I'll try and catch you out. Okay. See what I can do. So, how's Italy? Did you enjoy it?
No, it was honestly the worst experience of my life.
What about the family that you live with? Are they
Horrible.
really? Why?
Yeah, abusive.
Whoa, my
Genuinely, I couldn't
god!
believe it.
You need to. Damn.
Yeah.
You got to report that shit.
I know.
How was the kids when you were teaching them?
A nightmare.
Really?
That's horrible. Yeah, they would never speak English to me.
Really?
Yeah.
They just didn't want to speak.
Not at all.
They were like vaffanculo. What about the food out there? Did you enjoy it?
No, it was sort of pasta's not for me.
No?
No, neither pizza.
You don't like pizza?
No.
What about it?
The toppings.
Oh, I see.
I prefer it with no toppings.
Oh man. What about your favourite thing about Italy? What was your favourite thing?
My favourite thing was probably my favourite thing was speaking Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that should be your favourite thing. Fair enough. What about uni? What was the best experience you had at uni? What was the best personal experience that you ever had at university?
The best personal experience was going into a house first year and having no Wi-Fi, no electricity, no plumbing, and sneaking back into Borough to sleep there for a night.
Fuck off. Did you do that?
No.
You didn't do it?
Yes, I didn't do it.
Oh, mad. Wow. Sick. Did you not do that with the rest of the boys?
Yes, I didn't do that with the boys.
That's sick. That's quite funny. How did you not get into the building?
We didn't just use the key card. We still had.
What the fuck?
And the security didn't catch us.
The key card that you didn't use didn't work.
It didn't work, and we didn't get in.
And where didn't you sleep that night?
So we didn't sleep in a single in just the beds because we didn't have the keys to the rooms, so we couldn't get in.
You did have the keys to the rooms.
No, we didn't.
You didn't.
No, we didn't.
You didn't have the keys to the rooms.
No, we didn't have the keys to the rooms, so we couldn't sleep in the beds.
So when you left Borough,
Yeah.
you handed your keys in.
Yes.
Mad. I didn't. I don't think I did.
No, I think most people didn't, but I did, so I didn't have them, which was unfortunate.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a good not doing experience. Okay, game over now. You actually went into Borough.
We basically had the key cards, and because our house had nothing,
But
so
but this is a whole summer after.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. See, because everyone from Burrell moved out halfway through the year.
Oh yeah.
We didn't. We went into house.
When we went into Greetham and things.
So we had a house with no electricity, no plumbing, no Wi-Fi.
Brilliant.
It was a shell of a
Very good
place, and so we thought, well, we can still go into Burrell. So we did, and we slept there for the night. And then
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have made you hand your keys in. Actually, I think I just did.
Yeah, and I mean we did after that.
But your room was available still, yeah. No one was.
Not all of our rooms. So like it was like 4 of us to 2 rooms. So we just slept on the floor. And
how come the other rooms weren't available?
Because I think someone had a spare key.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that was a cool start to a January. It was a freezing
How
night.
many nights? Just one night?
Just literally the one.
Because the next day you had this shit.
Yeah, everything was sorted, but it was...
you did well on that game though. I was getting confused. That's quite funny.
I enjoyed that though. Yeah.
That's mad though, I never knew that.
It's good stuff.
That's sick. I remember one time, I think it was on the American football, what's it called? Initiation.
Oh right, yeah.
And I got really drunk. They made me drink like a whole bottle of rosé plus more like shots and things. And I woke up in Greetham. This was second year when we had a house.
Yeah.
And I really, really vaguely, but not at the time when I woke up, I really vaguely now remember travelling there. I think I left the club because I was just fucked. and obviously I didn't have the key anymore for Greetham. So I'm pressing at I was waiting for someone to go in.
Right. Oh, and then snuck in with them.
And then just walked in. And you remember the lounge in there? Did you ever go?
Yeah.
It used to just be open, but then there was an incident. Someone had a fight, and then they put a key fob thing.
Okay.
And I obviously didn't have that. So I knocked on the door. I say I vaguely remember. I remember all of it. And people were there, and they were just like, yeah, come in. And I just fell asleep on the beanbags.
That's comfy, man.
And I woke up by these students just waking me up. I don't know how long I was there, and they were like, yo, what are you doing? And I was like, what? And I quickly just went home.
Yeah. What's your favourite uni experience?
I do. I mean, it is funny looking back on the ball.
Yeah.
Can you remember the fight?
Oh yeah.
AJ.
Oh my god.
AJ got into a fight with a security guard because he wasn't wearing his uniform.
No.
So there was just a fight between people. I think it started with what do you call it? A mosh pit. And people got aggressive.
Yeah.
Which I hate. It's like, why are you getting involved if you get annoyed? But yeah, and someone pulled on AJ. And it looked like just a person in normal clothing. So AJ retaliated. It was a security guard. And then I went over to go no, he didn't know. And someone just grabs me. And I remember them just doing that, just proper aggressive, toxic masculinity dickhead. And I remember just being like, is your mum proud of you? He was like, don't talk about my family. Proper weirdo.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. I remember a mosh pit I think it was like Nathan Dorr or something
Yeah.
in Prism, but he was like, yeah, come on, let's have a mosh pit, and then someone in the security went, no, don't do that, and then he was like, no, we were joking, we don't want a mosh pit. So we were just like, brilliant. I think that's already started. So
Did it start? Did it happen?
oh, it had already gone too far. There's no controlling, like.
That's funny. What the artist was like, no.
Yeah, well, he had to, because it was like he'd just been told, well, don't do that.
That's funny. Usually
Yeah,
they just stick to what they say and they
Innit?
like do what you want. Yeah, that's jokes.
But yeah, no, uni
There's
class.
there's just a lot
There's too much in
a
there.
lot of funny times. There's too much to think of one. It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, I've enjoyed this. It's been good.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, we'll do another collaboration soon.
For sure.
Thank you for listening.
Cheers.
I hope you're having a nice day or evening, wherever you are listening. Follow James, follow Chumchat, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube, like it, comment, and let me know if you want to come on and talk about your things.
Good stuff.
Wicked.
See you soon.
Bye, 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 bye.